So to my brothers and sisters watching this video, I just want to say, listen, you know how to trade. You do. Just hear me out. A lot of you guys always listening to people tell you, oh bro, you need to change your strategy, you need to do this different. And although none of that is necessarily wrong, I just want you to know, you know how to trade already. You know what to look for in the markets. You know what to do. And the reason why I'm saying all of this is because my strategy actually played out today. My strategy actually played out today on a GBP AUD trade. And I was very shocked to see that I've been losing after 2 months, right? I was so shocked to see my strategy play out. And you can consider the trade that I got into, I would consider it a day trade, an intraday trade, because I entered this trade around 11 a.m. and I think it hit my TP at like 3, maybe 2. So that was super quick. GBP AUD, I don't know what happened, but GBP AUD was tanking today. And my TP got hit and I made a calm $200. I'm gonna probably drop it here on the screen. But you know how to trade. Stop letting people talk you out of your strategy or try to make you seem like you're not experienced, right? I remember this one guy, he commented, and I'm gonna talk about it, but this one guy, he was like, if you haven't gotten a payout in 2 months, then maybe you don't know how to trade prop firms, or he said something like that. And I'm like, bro, what does me not getting a payout in 2 months have to do with anything? Like, did I fail the account? I said I haven't gotten a payout in 2 months. So I passed my prop firm, my last prop firm, back in January, and I didn't get my first payout until March, right? And then I went on tilt after that and I eventually blew it. But that doesn't mean that prop firms are not for me. I'm just a long-term holder. I'm just a long-term swing trader. And my setups, my edge over the market just wasn't showing up. So what do you want me to do? You want me to force trades trying to chase this high off a payout? No, I'm not finna do that. So I just want you guys to know that be patient in this market. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your system. And once your system plays out, you better let all your shots go. Once your edge reveals itself to you, you better attack. No letting up whenever your edge starts, or whenever your edge presents itself, no letting up, bro. You gotta go fully savage mode once your edge plays out. Because today I was not expecting to make that $200 that I did, and the trade is still running on my live account. So some of you guys are probably like, what you mean? So I actually bought a 25K funded account. I actually switched the dollar amount. So instead of buying and going crazy with a 50K account, I scaled down to a 25K account, and I switched the prop firm from TX3. I used to trade with TX3. Now I went down to Blue Guardian. And so yeah, like, I'm still in this GBP AUD trade in my live account, and I still have it running because I think it's gonna drop a little more. But as you guys can see, I hope you guys can see, but as you guys can see, the trade is still basically running, and I'm up like $72. So I'm just letting it run to just maximize my profit. Let me show you guys trading view. So let me show you guys the thought process, and maybe I might make a video showing you guys how I was able to catch this trade. So I caught this trade around here where it says TP, right? We smacked that, and now I'm just holding it until the negative 61.8. If it goes down, if it starts to go up, I'm gonna just get out. But I do think it has room to drop, but I may make a separate video on that. But I want you guys to just understand, like, you know how to trade, you know what you're looking for, you know your system when it plays out. Stop second guessing. Stop letting other people distort the way you view the market. If you don't see your setup, why are you trading? Why are you forcing trades? Even the best traders out there, you know, I support Trades by Side, and I'm gonna drop like a screenshot from his IG story. Man's haven't taken a trade in almost a week. So if a whole millionaire trader hasn't taken a trade in over a week, like, what makes you different, right? So if your system hasn't played out, just don't trade. But once your system plays out, I want you to stop second guessing yourself. Stop doubting. Stop letting other people make you feel like your system is not enough. Oh bro, you got to do this differently. Like, no, this is what has gave me success and an edge over the market, and I'm gonna continue to do it. And I want you guys to understand that that is what builds confidence. The more and more you keep repeating your edge over and over and over again, it's gonna give you the result that you want, most likely, because trading is a game of probabilities. So if you keep switching your strategy because, oh, this person trades supply and demand, if they trade supply and demand, good for them, it works for them. But whatever works for you, I want you to stick to it. Right? Today was a quick testimony on me. I was in a drought. I was in a trading drought, and easily my confidence was a little rocked, because imagine losing every single trade for 2 months. Imagine being in profit for almost 2 months or for a whole month just to see the trade just reverse on you, even though you took a A+ setup. And A+ setups don't come by very often. I want you guys to know that A+ setups don't come by very often. So when you see an A+ setup, you have to go for it. So imagine your psychology after you done lost every single trade for 2 months. You're not confident no more in your setup. But that is where you have to stand strong and firm in what you already know, knowing that it's still going to play out. Why you think the Bible says you got to walk by faith and not by sight? Because if we walked by our sight, oh, you done blew 10 accounts, you done lost every single trade for the past 2 months, that's gonna cripple you to not take the next trade. They say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if your A+ setup is there, take it. Even if the probability don't work in your favor, at least you took the trade anyway. In those moments where your trading is a little rattled, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, because, you know, I can more than well give back that $200 to the market, but I just want to show you guys that don't let your confidence get shaken up because you take a couple of losses. Because it's so easy for your strategy to not work out a few times, for you to be like, oh man, like, am I missing something? Like, what am I doing wrong? But I want you to know you're not doing anything wrong. You're not necessarily doing anything wrong. The market just hasn't been playing out. And that's what I was trying to explain to people in my previous video, right? And that brings me to my next point. You have to learn how to adapt. And I wish someone told me this in the beginning. I wish I knew, like, what people meant by you got to adapt to different market conditions. No one has really explained to me what adapting to different market conditions was, right? I just always used to think, you know, like I wouldn't have to worry about that for some reason, but I clearly just experienced what it means to adapt to a specific market condition. And I realized the reason why my swing trades weren't working out is because my swing trades are normally like 1 to 3s, 1 to 4s, sometimes 1 to 5s, right? And in this current season, in this current market, those 1 to 3s not really playing out like that. Those 1 to 4s are definitely not playing out like that. But I do notice that the market was giving me 1 to 2s. But because I was so focus driven on the 1 to 3 and making the swing trade play out to its entirety, I was missing that and I wasn't seeing that. But it took me time to realize patterns, and that's what I like about this market and trading as a whole, is your eyes are gonna eventually get like sensitized or used to seeing certain behavior over and over again, and it's just gonna resonate with you, and you're gonna know what to do next time. That's what I love about this trading thing, man. Everything always just ties together. So I wish someone would have went more in depth on what it meant to adapt to a specific market, because I would have known, right? I could have probably saved myself this crazy losing streak, and you can't really escape losing in this market, but I would have known, like, okay, like I would have known what to look for and the signs. You get what I'm saying? But you just have to understand that no matter if you're losing, don't let your losses define who you are as a trader. Don't let your losses make you feel like you're a loser or that you don't know what you're doing, because that's the trap. That's gonna make you feel like something is missing. Sure, you can tweak your strategy, but it's gonna make you want to change everything completely when that's not the case in trading. The goal isn't to change necessarily your strategy, right? It's just to really adapt to what's actually going on in front of you. So I just wanted to explain that to you guys, because you know, it felt really good, even though it was just $200, right? I'm trying to get a payout from this 25K account. So this small win definitely brought back my confidence, because for a little bit I thought, you know, trading was over. I thought I didn't know what I was doing, but seeing my strategy play out, it still gave me reassurance, knowing that, okay, like I wasn't tripping. I know what I'm doing. The market just has a mind of its own sometimes, right? So I just want you guys to understand that. And yeah, man, just stop listening to outside noise. Just lock yourself in your room if you have to. Focus on your strategy and your strategy only. And if your strategy has proven itself to you, why are you listening to outsiders telling you how to trade? You already know what to do. So thank you guys for tuning in today. Leave all your comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.